Sup y'all, it's Ald, and today I'll be doing the all bosses run in Elden Ring, day 8. So today we're going to finish the game, get all 207 bosses killed, and review. So let's get to our character. Last time we did the first part of the DLC, killing Mesmer, Gaius, a bunch of remembrances. And now we're going to go finish the game. Very exciting. So I can't remember. Did we kill Freja and all them? I think we did, right? Yeah, we did. For sure. Okay, so now we're going to go to Ancient Ruins of Ra, where there are 2 bosses there to kill. The Divine Beast Dancing Lion that's over there for some reason, and then, of course, Romina. So that is what is on the docket today. So with them dead, I think we have the entire north part of the map done at that point. I guess unless you count Jori or something like that, but the far north is done. So boom. Get past this guy. I am excited to wrap up this run because it's been 2 months now. Been a long time coming. It's been fun, of course, but also it's always a great feeling to finish every run that you do. Also, Moonveil has been absolutely killing it, dudes. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have my HUD off. I was doing some thumbnail stuff with that earlier. Moonveil's been absolutely killing it. Honestly, if I was tryharding this run and trying to do a no death, Moonveil might be the play, dudes, actually. We will be going overtime to beat every boss today if necessary, yeah. No matter what, all 207 bosses are going to be dead by the end of today. Even if we have to go past the normal 3 hours on stream. In case you're wondering, this is my setup right now. Shard of Alexander, Magic Scorpion Charm, Merlana's Cameo, Dragon Crest Great Shield. Pretty good, although it's a little bit rough doing the Magic Scorpion Charm stuff because you do take more damage, but with the armor from Dung Eater, it should be relatively fine. We also got to go grab some Scatter Tree Fragments, which we'll do right now. I'm not going to grab all of them to get 20 Scatter Tree level, which is the cap. I'm going to get the ones that I usually get. Simply because the ones in the Abyssal Woods are annoying as frick. Oh, cool. Okay. Bing. Holy. There we go. There is an easy one on the way to Bayle, though, that I'll grab, so we'll get that one, but besides that, every other one is going to be the same as my usual runs. Which means we have to kill this hippo here. Nice and simple. Hippos are very easy to kill. Especially with Moonveil, I mean. Super, super easy. Boom. There's a Scatter Tree. We'll kill 2 more later on, and that'll be all these Scatter Trees from enemies. So now the fastest way to get through Ancient Ruins normally is to go down here. I think I'm going to use an exploit, though, for a certain part. And I'll explain that later. When we get to the next grace. Okay, let's go down here. Here's another scatter tree. Very easy. And then you come down here and you skip the entirety of this maze section. For the longest time, I just did the maze, and it was super annoying and long, but I didn't realize you could just skip all of it by doing that. And it puts you on the path of the scatter tree fragment, so it's very good. Very, very, very good. Avoid this dude on the hill here. Now here is the strategy I'm going to use to make this a little bit faster. Because, truth be told, I don't actually remember exactly how to get to the Divine Beast Dancing Lion. I know it's weird, so instead... Actually, No, I'll do it anyway just to demonstrate it. I don't know if it'll actually be faster or not, but basically you go over to patches, okay? Well, not there, Keck. This cave. We're gonna buy an item from him. Now, I've never done this exploit before, but it should still work. And I have done a similar variant for something else. So, I'm 99% sure this will work. Alright, where's Patches? He's not here. Why is he not here? Oh, is he in Volcano Manor? He might be in Volcano Manor. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, because Tanth is still in here. He might be in Volcano Manor. If he's not in here, then I'll just move on. And I'll just explain the trick. He's usually out here, right? Yep, there he is. Cool.
Perhaps a time for now. The Demi-Human find me. Well, goodbye, my friend. What? Oh, come to make.
So awesome. Buy Margit's shackle from him. Excellent, excellent. Now go over to the Grace. We're gonna proceed as usual for a little bit. He's gonna start channeling his cone of fire, which should miss us. Very nice. Come over here. Save quit just to de-aggro that dude so he doesn't cause problems. And here is the exploit. So, Spirit Springs require, like, certain Spirit Springs are locked and they require Spirit Rocks to be broken to unlock the Spirit Spring. The rock for this one is high up, but the shackle has a huge range that will pop them for you. Boom. There we go. Now, I don't think this actually helps in this case. I just want to show it off. But you can go over there to the invisible bridge. True. Yeah. It does help you get to the end faster, I guess. But that's just something I wanted to show off. You cannot really get back down safely, by the way, unless you do that. I guess that would work. Boom. You have to be real careful. The fall from that cliff to here will kill you. So you gotta be real careful about that. But, yeah. You can use that to open up all the Spirit Springs. Normally, I don't do that in runs because there's never any that are so far out of the way it causes problems, but it is an option for sure. I'm gonna go explore around, though, to see if I can figure out where to get to the Divine Beast, because I don't honestly remember, dudes. Honestly, I just don't remember. Oh, this is the other side of the Scattertree section, so that's interesting. Let me go explore a bit and also grab this. Boom. Doing some exploring, boys. I think it's up here, actually, which is great. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. Is this just the way up to Romina? We can go murder her real quick. If we need. Ooh, okay. Forcey quick attacks. Kick. Okay. Yeah, this is up to Romina. We can just kill her first. That's fine. Go for the Divine Beast right afterwards. So Romina is literally the same as my normal runs, except now I have a crazy weapon for her, so even if she hyper aggroes, we should be okay, but, you know, I guess stranger things have happened before, right? So we'll see. Boom. Okay. Here we go. That attack is so weird. I don't understand what causes you to avoid it sometimes. Alright, she should phase, right? Yep. I think you can hit her during this, but it's a little bit hard with Moonveil. Let's see. Okay. Whoa. That was a little bit faster than it should have been. Weird. Alright, that's good. Pretty decent fight overall. Oh yeah, I'm not using the gold scarab this run. I had to remind myself. It's like, oh yeah. You don't need it. Okay. Poggers. A very easy fight. But obviously I'm very well practiced on that fight now. What I'm not well practiced on is Divine Beast. Like the other version, the Deathblight version. So, we'll see what happens, dudes. What were we leveling, actually? Was it Vigor? It's gotta be Vigor, right? Why do I only have 50 Vigor, not 55? Is there a reason for that I don't remember? It's been a week, by the way, boys. I don't know. That's a little strange, but let's get Vigor up to 55. Which is the cap with Godric's rune. We're also going to enter a near limb by burning the ceiling tree, because I think the NPC stuff is done at this point. Might regret that later, but we'll see. Boom. We won't watch the cutscenes. I guess we'll watch the Radahn one for funsies, but don't need to watch the other ones. The only boss in near limb is Radahn, obviously, but we do have to do the NPC fight still, so that will come at the end of the game. Okay, so our goal is to get here, which I think you need to go here to get to. You see this little elevator there? Oh, it's actually the lower zone, that's right. I think we need to go back through Church of the Bud, because we didn't get the grace at the bottom of the hill. So we gotta go do a backwards traversal a little bit. I guess I should ping that. Right there, boom. That is an elevator that will lead us to the boss. Or at least an overlook that itself leads to the boss. Okie doke. So it's right up there. Okay. Interesting. It must be this one. Right? Oh no, it's actually the one that goes down. Okay. Is there any other way to get over there? Not too sure. You might be able to do the little traversal here, but I don't think you have to, right? Let me take a look first. You might be able to drop down there and survive, but it seems a little bit treacherous, so not gonna try it. We're gonna look around briefly before we do the platforming stuff that everyone knows and hates. Yeah, not that way. Up there. Yeah, we might have to, actually. Do some ugly platforming. Huh. Alrighty. Fair enough. This is one of the most confusing bosses to get to in the DLC, if that's the case. Okie doke. How do we safely go down here? Do not recall. Oh, right here. Yeah, right here. Poggers. You see there's a little ledge there you could get on. Let me use this one over here. A little bit sketchy, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, I guess the elevator's here and nowhere else. That's funny. Okay, down the stairs here will be the Divine Beast. And this guy is pretty dangerous, so a little bit concerned about that, but we should be fine. Also, why do I have 4 FP flasks? That seems a bit much. That's probably for like Sunflower or something. I can go down to 3 or even 2, most likely. But we'll just play it safe and go 3. Also, Shadow Realm Blessing. We have another one? Wow, crazy. 15 is super, super good, dudes. Did we kill Bayle last time, actually? No, we didn't. Okay. Interesting. Oh my goodness. I forgot the Archer Quickfire's here, because whoever designed the DLC is autistic as frick. Ooh, kill him. Okay. How do we get down safely? I wonder. I'll save quit to reset the golem's aggro, because of course he has a full sightline on this place. If he turns around, I'll just go up and kill him. He does not turn around. Good. Good. Oh, you can drop right here. Poggers. Okay, so this Divine Beast is a little bit tricky because he has a Death Blight phase, and you gotta kill all the little ads or else they murderate you. Can you sneak up to him? I don't remember if you can or not. No, you can auto go. You? Camera? Yeah. Did you phase him, right? There we go. Now for this, I typically get away from him. Kill all these guys. I think there's one more, but then we can turn back. Go. Stomp me, Chud. Stomp me. Not a lot of time to use Rolanas, as you can see. Gotta be careful with those lizards. I was hoping that would hit the lizard, but guess not. Oh, you should. Don't want to mess around with lightning phase too much. Very dangerous. Just time it out, basically. Very good. Where's the other lizard? Oh, nowhere to be found? Okay. Oh, there he is. Ooh. More lightning. Oh, he's doing the combined attack, okay. Such a dope attack. He might be hyper aggro now, actually. No, he's not. Okay. Alright, we got more Death Blight coming in. We might be able to finish the fight here, though. Ooh, cleave attack. Frick yeah. Nice. That was actually a really clean fight. Only got kind of hit once. That's what's up. Alright, with that, the northern part of the map is done. I guess we still have, like, Metyr, though, but, you know, that's fine. Let's go take care of Midra and friends now. So we need to go to the storehouse first floor. Also update our counter. Boom, boom, boom. So on the way to Midra is Jori the Inquisitor, and that's it for the Abyssal Woods dudes. So that will be very nice. Now Jori, if anyone's like familiar with the channel, you already know Jori's my least favorite fight. So we'll figure it out though. Moonveil definitely can mow him down. Okay. Poggers, poggers, poggers. Boom. Now, it is a fairly long way to get to Jori, so this is just the route you use. Take the coffin down. We don't need anything here, so we just run past. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm actually gonna just save and quit that guy, because he seemed to attack a little bit faster than usual. Don't want any unprecedented surprises. Very nice. We'll grab this Grace as well for safety. Oh, actually, there's Rakshasa here. I forgot what Rakshasa is. Sorry, dudes. There is another boss here. Good old Rakshasa. So, we'll go kill him on the way. Rakshasa is one of the most important bosses in the DLC because every single piece of his equipment is really strong. So, we're not going to be using any of it this run, but just know, very, very good. Boop, 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 boom. It's also nighttime, so let me put on my lantern so you guys can actually see. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Come down here. Now, first, behind this waterfall is a scatter tree fragment, so it should be this waterfall, right? I think so. We'll go ahead and grab that first. Oh yeah, it is, for sure. If you see the flowers, you know you're on the right track. There we go, scatter tree. Nice, nice, nice. So now if you go down this, go a little bit further. To the right is the way down even further to Jori, but to the left is Rakshasa. There's his mausoleum. So Rakshasa is fairly straightforward. He is dangerous close up, but with Moonveil, it's not going to be an issue at all. You can jump over his Weed Cutter's like special ability, but I would just wait for that to time out and then dash attack him over and over again if you're not using a ranged weapon. Boom. Oh, that was actually a pretty clutch hit there. You are aggressive there, aren't you, bud? Alright, I can use this time to get my flask. Boom. No damage. GG. So the thing with Rakshasa that makes him so good in a casual run is that, first off, there's his Great Katana, really good weapon. All Great Katanas are super viable. The Ash War is that horizontal double swipe, and you can spam it. Very strong. But his armor is best in slot, technically, for a lot of builds. So the reason for that is every piece gives you 2% damage done. Okay? So it's a total of around 8%. I don't remember if it's multiplicative with each other or not, but it's around 8% for all the pieces. The chest armor is usually not BIS because there's other like specialist pieces, but at least the other 3 pieces would be BIS for most builds that are melee at least. Now you also have slightly less resistances to compensate, but it's not really a big deal. It's basically a non-issue. It is... well, let's update our counter too. Basically, 6 to 8% increased damage done for free. So, if you're casual, definitely go grab that. However, in this run, I'm committed to running the Dung Eater set because Dung Eater's the GOAT, I guess. So, yeah, we will be passing on that this time, but definitely worth doing usually. If you're not doing some special restriction or something like that. Or if your endurance is just absolutely, like, bad or something. Okay, so now we're at a flat plane. We can proceed further to Jori, but we want to kill these 2 hippos first because they give scatter tree fragments. So that's what we're going to do. Ah, dead zone. Manipulate him? No. He's being a bit ornery. There we go. Augers. Boom. Easy peasy. Now, that's just one hippo. There's one more. Neither of these are bosses, by the way, because they don't have the health bar at the bottom of the screen. So, they're not going to impact the counter at all. Definitely worth fighting, though. Hippos are very easy if you know the moveset. And the moveset's not too bad compared to most DLC enemies, so definitely recommend killing these chuds. Nice. Easy peasy, dudes. Easy breezy. Alright, on to Jori. It's the only like weird part right here. Boom. Got it. Excellent, excellent. We're almost done with the platforming parts of this run, thank frick. Okay, so this is Darklight Catacombs. At the end of this is Jori, the Inquisitor. The gimmick is that you can turn on the lights in each section, but it's really not necessary to get through. So we're just gonna ignore that. Okay. Oops. It was already on. Yeah. I gotta watch out for the dumb jar cannon imp that's down here. Here we go. Let's run past this chud. Those guys actually can kill you from full HP in less than a second if you just stand still and let that like multi-projectile hit you. It's so crazy, dude. It's like, what were they thinking with the freaking design of this DLC? It's crazy. Not even Dark Souls 2 does stuff like that happen. So we're just progressing onwards. Not much to say here. Holy. Let's reset. I never had both those guys follow us. Bad RNG, of course. They literally sprinted to us faster than Usain Bolt, dude. Crazy. Crazy RNG. But we can just reset them. There we go. Not gonna risk them doing some stupid freaking BS on the elevator and killing us. We'll wait. Okay. One more little section, and then we're at Jori the Inquisitor. Frick yeah. There we go. I don't know why his attack was so late. Weird. Alright, Jori time. So, the thing about Jori the Inquisitor is that, like, he is super, super obnoxious, but he's weak to backstab. So, the general strategy is backstab, and then when he's getting up, get a free hit in. He'll probably hit you with his teleport, but that's okay. And just do that over and over again. In the meantime, he'll spam summons, which is super, super obnoxious, and he'll try to avoid getting backstabbed, but that's the general goal, is just to spam backstab on him. We're gonna try to put that into practice. There we go. You want to wait for this attack. And get a backstab in. Sometimes the hitbox is a little wonky, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that also goes through roll, by the way. For no reason. This is what I honestly think is the worst boss in the entire game. I'm not even kidding. Base game, DLC, doesn't matter. This guy is the worst. Good backstab there. Look, that roll pierces. Roll pierce attacks are always so fun. You can backstab him in other attacks like I did earlier. It's very risky though. So I generally will just wait until he does the actual attack we need him to do. There we go. Can you jump this actually? You might be able to jump this. Okay, that's good at least. At least you can jump it. Still dumb that it pierces roll though. Oh, my allergies are acting up at the worst time, my dudes. You see how he's in a corner right now? That's the worst case. Because it becomes very hard to backstab him. Holy spam, my dude. Holy. Okay. I think we can go get the backstab here. Oh. Boom. Thankfully Moonveil came in clutch there. His backstab hitbox is super weird, but overall it's not like the worst ever. It's not like trying to backstab in Dark Souls 2 or anything. But still the worst fight in the entire game, IMO. Glad he's done. Also, 192. Excellent. Now we're HP capped. Excellent. Very, very good. Oh, you know what? Maybe I was at 50 because I was operating under the original weapon I used, which is Grafted Blade. In which case the cap would be 50 instead of 55 because of the weapon skill. But obviously that does not apply to Moonveil, so... I was just late to the party, I guess. I don't know. We should try to use Godric's all the way this time and not do Radahn's. That would be interesting, right, dudes? Okay, Abyssal Wood. So, a lot of people tend to struggle with this section at first, but really, you have to do like barely any stealth, and I'll show you how that's the case. So, come over here first. Don't go the far way or the route's harder. You instead come right here to this rightward bend. There are a lot of scat trees out here, but like I said before, I'm not grabbing any of them. I don't really need them, first of all, and second of all, it's just a big time sink, so I'd rather just get a move on, to be honest. I also haven't been updating the sheet, so I need to do that. The counter is updating, but the sheet isn't, so I gotta go fix that once I get to Midra's Manse. You see, there's barely any opposition so far, and then you make it to this other grace, which I'm not gonna grab, but feel free if you want to. Now, right off the bat, I'm just going to say, if you ever aggro these chuds here, these like stealth chuds, all you got to do is go to a location that's hidden and save quit. It'll reset them back to their original spot and reset their aggro. So, don't worry if you get caught. Barely matters at all. Now, for this, it's a good idea to intentionally aggro this one by hitting this right there. Let him pass. Now you can sprint while crouching away. Now you can get up, regular sprint, and you're good to go, dudes. Don't need to do the stealth between bushes or anything like that. You can just run straight through, no problems, dudes. The next hurdle is past this log. There are 2 of those guys. All you have to do here, I'll show you the save strat. There's some quicker strats that are risky and you do a bunch of save and quits, but here's the save strat. You crouch right here, because he's right behind this log looking. Come to this and just wait. Okay? Let him move out of the way. He does take his merry time. Easy peasy. And just stealth past. And that's it. That's it for the entire Abyssal Wood section. At least the stealth part. So it's very, very fast if you know exactly what to do. That's why I don't really mind it too much as a section. And it's something different, you know, so... I don't think it's that bad or anything. Now, if you go this way and up the hill, you arrive at Midra's Manse. After that, I actually need to go to the restroom, so I'll be right back after that. But also updating the sheet, and then we'll go kill Midra. Because Midra's Manse used to be super annoying, but with a few changes I made... The route's a lot... I'm gonna hit here, I think. Ooh, blind dodge. Kick. With a few safety changes I made, it's a lot better. For sure. There's the creepy madness birds, dude. I should make a freaking thumbnail here. That'd be pretty dope, actually. Like in front of the freaking manor or something for like a madness build. That'd be pretty hype, actually. I should do the madness build. That's a pretty... There's one madness spell that's very viable. So maybe I should do that at some point. The rest of them are giga situational, but yeah. Alright, I need to go to the restroom, boys, so I'll be right back. And we will proceed on our journey. Alright, sorry about that, dudes. Before we move on, though, let me make sure the spreadsheet is up to date. We have killed Rakshasa, Jori, both bosses in Ancient Ruins. I think that's it so far, right? I believe so. Where is... Oh, yeah, Abyssal Woods. Okay, yeah. There we go. We're about to do Midra. Very nice. Let's sit down again to reset the positions of everybody. All the Wanderers. Actually, do we have another Blessing, too? And we're really popping off. We might taper at 17. Maybe 18. But we'll see, I guess. Alright, let's see what this guy does. What RNG can you give me here? Oh, good RNG, okay. Good. Now, strategy for here is to sneak behind this guy and just follow him. The guys over there shouldn't see you in time, so don't worry about them. Just follow. There is a safety strat, or this is the safety strat, I should say. The faster strat is just run past and hit the elevator and save quit, but that is kind of risky, dudes, so not something I would recommend. Oh, he got stuck on the moving staircase. That's funny. If that happens, you can just run through. Not run through, but, you know, get past him. And there we go. Easy peasy. The rest of these guys you can kill or run past. Not a big deal. I would kill that one because he shoots a madness thing that's super annoying on the ladder sometimes, but that's up to you. Go over here. We'll watch a Midra cry over here. Good old Midra, dude. Now the fastest way to get through this section is to drop right here. I would kill this Inquisitor just for safety. Past the illusory wall is this ladder, and up the ladder is the lever, which I have failed to hit on an embarrassingly high number of times, like twice, I think. I come up here, jump straight down, I'm like, oh yeah, whoops. Didn't hit the lever. So you can jump across here. Come all the way over here. And jump down this way. You can kill these Inquisitors if you want to. I don't care about getting hit, so it doesn't matter to me. And here we are, we're at Midra. So the thing about Midra is that he has very low poise, so you can use that to your advantage. And also, his attacks are very well choreographed, so it's one of the better fights in the DLC for sure. Now, for pre-buffing, I would recommend getting Midra low. Oh, we got grabbed. That's good, buddy. You know what? Holy. All hit Midra. Keck. I'm resetting that. That is the most retarded thing I have seen all week. Of all bosses, we got the worst Midra RNG. Keck W. Let's, you know what? I don't even need to sit down. I don't want to kill him in one hit, which I think is going to happen with Moonveil, so. Or maybe not. There we go. While he's doing Chalice Shabriri, get your pre-buffs up. Now you can kill him. I'm going to use a flask just so I'm topped off. And now, when this starts, immediately sprint towards him and dodge her when you touch him, okay? Boom. Easy peasy. I think we just phased him, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yep. Go back to him now, real quick. That's a rare attack for him to do. Super easily choreographed. Hit him to preserve stance damage. Boom. Easy peasy, dude. That was a really well-timed bleed right there, Keck. We didn't even flask a single time in that fight. Let's go, dudes. Or I guess HP flask, I should say. Poggers. So with that, I think we are done with everybody in the middle and north except for Metyr, which will come way later. So at this point, we go back all the way to Templetown Ruins, and we're going to progress to the southern portion of the map. We could go through the Ancient Dragon Man pit, I guess, as well. Yeah, sure, let's do that, actually. That saves a lot of time. Also, let's update our counter. And spreadsheet. Poggers. Only 15 bosses left, but it doesn't feel like that. It's super weird. Now, in Dragon Peak, or Jagged Peak, whatever, they're the same thing, basically. There are several bosses. I don't remember if this guy's a boss. I think he is. Including what many people would say is the worst boss in the DLC. We'll get to him. You boss, friend? Oh, you are. Okay. You gotta be close to staggering, right? There we go. Easy peasy, dudes. That was the Jagged Peak Drake. I didn't even need to say a whole lot about that, but there we go. Just a normal dragon with some extra lightning effects. Nothing too crazy. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there should be another boss, right? There's the Jagged Peak Drake duo, but I don't think my spreadsheet actually accounts for that, so that's a little bit weird. I'm gonna go investigate that real quick, once I get to them. Easy breezy. Okay, now that we're here, why is my spreadsheet not accounting for them? A little bit weird. Let me take a look real quick, dudes. Yeah, there's Senessax and Bayle. Oh, unless it counts Charo's Hidden Grave. Does it count that one? Hold on. No shot, right? Charos. No, okay. That's weird, dudes. That is extremely weird, actually. What's Cerulean Coast? Oh yeah, there's another Ghostflame Dragon. Frick, that's annoying. I forgot about the annoying Ghostflame Dragon. Great, dudes. Yeah, I don't think I see the other Drake here. A little bit strange. Does that mean there's actually 2 8 bosses and I have to fix some of the thumbnails? That'd be kind of funny. It wouldn't be that hard of a fix, honestly, but it's kind of amusing, right? Maybe. Maybe. For now, I will not mark it on the counter on the screen, but I will kill them. Now, these 2 are the same as the 5 we just did, except obviously there's 2 of them and they're fighting each other, so... It can be a little bit sketchy, obviously. You gotta keep an eye on both of them, but... I don't think they could one-shot you in New Game with, like, anything. Ew, they mounted each other. Crazy. I'm gonna let them draw aggro on each other as long as possible. I'm not gonna go super ham on the damage. It's so dope, dude. I can just see them fight forever. Not very often you see a dragon battle. Now the fake one's about to die, so that's unfortunate. Woo! Hate to mess up your guys' fight here. It's just so cool, dudes. We'll expose. Oh, hold on. Ew, look at that glitchy animation. We'll get rid of one of them. Oh, be careful here. My golden vow again. Okay. There's one dead. There we go, staggered. We should be able to just finish off here. GG. So I don't know why this guy isn't counted. There's Bayle, or not Bayle, Egon. Egon the Bayle Hunter, basically. We'll talk to him for fun. Fake warrior. Okay, that's enough. A fellow Drake warrior. I don't know why he's not considered a boss, that other Jagged Peak of Drake, but that means the counter might be 208 instead of 207, but if that is the case, then obviously the thumbnail of this video will reflect that. Okay. I won't mark it off in the sheet, because obviously it's not in there, so. We shall see, I suppose. Also, we didn't actually... Actually, no, that's fine, that's fine. Doesn't matter. We can go up. There is a scatter tree here that is easy to get, so I will go get it. You just go turn to the right, And there it is. If you go down that main alleyway, a boulder will come. Just don't get hit by the boulder if you do that. Pretty easy. This is Senessax up here, but we're not going to fight him just now. We need to sit down at a grace first. You can just run past him, of course. Boom, boom, boom. We'll be back for him in just a second. I'm gonna review the sheet one more time, then we're gonna go kill that chud. Okay. Excellent. We should also level up. We're basically capped on intelligence because we're at 80. So we should probably at this point do either mind or dex. I think actually, as weird as it sounds, mind might be the play. Up to the cap of 38. Okay, back down to find Senessax. So everybody hates this fight. Everybody thinks it's the hardest fight in the entire... Or not the hardest, maybe, but the most annoying, for sure, in the entire DLC. Let me get some water real quick, boys. English is hard today. So... The problem with this dude is that there's a maligned mechanic in this game, and also the Dark Souls games, where if you have a lightning attack that goes off in a body of water, there's a ripple effect that can also hit you, okay? This guy is surrounded by water, so... And he's an ancient dragon, so obviously he has all those red lightning attacks. That's the problem that a lot of people have with this dude. But the trick is to fight him where I'm standing right now. So if you fight him over here, there's not much water, so the AoE is greatly reduced, so he's basically just an ancient dragon at that point. Now, ancient dragons by themselves are already annoying as frick to fight, so it's not like it's super easy or anything, but this is the play, for sure. See the ripple there? Boom, boom. Also, it can glitch sometimes and still have the AoE effect up here, but for the most part, it's gone. So, just fight him up here. It's annoying fighting him on the slope, I know, but a lot better than fighting him in the water. So, yeah. He'll mosey on up here. Out. It's an ancient dragon, so the hitboxes are still garbage, of course. But it's much better here. Holy. You see, it's still counting the water. So you gotta make a bit of a concerted effort to go up there. You can pot shot him though in the meantime. You can also reset him up here too, which is a bit cheesy, but you know, he deserves it, so don't worry about it. I'm just gonna keep resetting him. Come on, Chud. Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. The only good thing I can say about ancient dragons is that they look cool. Fighting them is the biggest chore of like any dragon in all these games. Ooh, hit him in the knee. Frick yeah. He reset again. That's fine. I don't mind cheesing this guy because he is annoying as frick. So this guy is the primary example of why DLC design is lazy, uninspired, and bad. Because they intentionally put him in a pool of water just to be annoying, when all the other ancient dragons don't have that problem. Surprised I didn't get hit there. Wow. You see the AoE's having serious troubles hitting you here? You reset again, nice. You see I'm barely taking any hits though, so this is definitely the optimal way to do it. I think you can do it over there on that ledge too, but it's a little bit tighter. I haven't tested out that flat area over there, but it should be a lot tighter, which is why it's not ideal. Okay, he reset a little bit fast there. That's okay. You see he like glitches out and does some weird stuff with the terrain. Oh, that was a very early breath. Okay. Wow, that still hit me. Shadow the Erdtree, ladies and gentlemen. The most under-tested DLC in FromSoft history. Alright, we're whittling him down. Holy cow, hit him, please. Please hit, please hit. There we go. I'm losing my mind here. Oh yeah, whenever he's doing this fire move, you just follow his tail. That's standard for all ancient dragons, though. Boom. Senessax down. When you fight him like that, it's honestly not too bad, but still, it's just like a testament to how bad that fight is, that doing stuff like this is optimal, but whatever. Whatever, boys. Okay, so, onwards to Bayle. Oh, another bot genocide in the chat. Poggers. Let's go. Bayle might actually be faster than that fight. Maybe. We'll see. Probably not, because I can't chain stagger him with Moonveil that much, but we'll see. Bayle is infamous because he has one of the most brutal hyper aggro states in the game. And in case you're new, hyper aggro means they enter this like pseudo glitch state where they just constantly spam attacks. Like literally back to back to back with 0 frames of downtime between animations. They will spam attacks. So Bayle has one of the most brutal hyper aggros in the entire game because he has so many ultimates. It's actually insane. It's a crazy good spectacle for sure, but it's pretty hard to deal with him when he's like that, obviously. Will 3 flasks be enough, actually? I don't know. Because he goes wild and he has so much HP. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% if 3 is going to be enough. We can mount here, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to use all my stuff right... Actually, no, I can't use that yet. Never mind. I'll use Golden Vow, though. Because I can get my FP back, just in case. It's not enough. Use Golden Vow, sit down, you still have Golden Vow. Get on the horse. As far as you can. Boom, boom. There we go. Now we can use Flask of Physique on him. The key is to go for his wounded leg often. Sometimes you can hit him in the head, but usually it'll be leg strat. It's the play. You can hit him in the head right here. Boom. This is really good RNG though, I'll tell you that much. There we go. With Moonveil, you can hit him in the tail like that to reserve stance. It's still going to be hard to break him, though. That was a crazy freaking swing he did there. Oh, is he Ibrag already? I think he's Ibrag, actually. Oh, he is. Okay. That is the earliest I've ever Ibrag'd him. Heck. Get ready for chain attacks. This might reset his Ibrag this attack. That roll pierced. That's a little weird. Watch him spam attacks here. This is hyper aggro state. He will not stop for minutes at this point. Oh, at least we got good fire. That's good. This ain't great because we're against a wall. Alright, we're fine. There we go, he's exploding again. We keep hitting him in his tail. You can jump that second hit there. He's still hyper aggro. You see, he's just chaining attacks. He's chaining attacks over and over again. Wow, I even staggered him. That is crazy. Excellent. I don't want him near the wall, so I'm going to actually move him back. I think that reset is hyper aggro, luckily. This fire can randomly hit you. Luckily, it did not this time. It's actually a really good Bayle fight despite the near instant hyper aggro he did. Let's see, no glitch fire this time. Good. You can always breathe down after that specific combo. Very easy to deal with. Alright, doing this ultimate. I almost forgot about this attack. That's funny. Oh. I'm just gonna eat this hit right here. Boom. You can't dodge that. It's just a little bit hard. Kind of bungled that. But boom, GG. Near permanent hyper aggro Bayle. Funny. You saw how he started just chain spamming attacks? That is hyper aggro right there, boys. Glad that's over. I think the next fight, unfortunately, is Ghostflame. So, yeah. We gotta deal with that garbage. No, we don't want to go here. We want to go to Terminus. There we go. There are only a couple undead enemies left in the boss order, so I may as well kill both of them right now. Even though they're technically in two separate zones, the Cerulean Coast and Charles Hidden Grave. We'll start with the worst of the two, which is obviously the Ghostflame Dragon, who spams ads. So where is my Ghostflame setup here? Where's the Great Sword at? I always forget where it is. No, it's a Colossal. Yeah, there we go. In order to use it, though, I need to switch this out for that. Increased strength. There we go. Shard of Alexander doesn't really do anything, so we'll go with two-handed sword. Dragon Crest is fine. I don't even remember what my fourth talisman was, straight up. For Ghostflame? I don't even know. It might actually be a good idea to do lacerating for him. I don't know what the damage type of his breath is. Is it magic fire or is it just pure fire? I don't know, but this should be okay. Are we light rolling too? No, we're heavy. Okay. I'll switch out my chest plate then. Or actually, maybe that was it. I had to use like Urtree's Favor or something. It's still not enough though. So it's probably more sane just to unequip my chest piece. Put on something that gives me good magic and fire S. I guess that'd be White Reed, huh? Boom, boom, boom. Awesome, awesome. Now we're mid-rolling. So now we're going to go down to Ghostflame. Ghostflame is also one of my least favorite bosses in the game. But at least the previous two ones were more or less just dragon fights with a little bit of extra flavor. This guy is the worst Ghostflame by far because he spams ads. It is so ridiculous, actually. But luckily we have Sacred Order, which ensures that we do a huge amount of damage to them and they don't get up after reviving, so at least they shouldn't. That makes it a lot more tolerable. We should probably also just use this setup on Putrescent because he's super weak to holy damage, but nah, we'll just use Moonveil. Whatever. Putrescent is easy anyways, doesn't matter. Alright, let's go get the Grace here at Charos. Then we can climb down to Cerulean and attack the Ghostflame from behind. Also, is this Tibia Mariner a boss? We can go kill him too, I suppose. I don't remember if he's a boss or not, though. He does summon Revenants, though, so, goody goody. They're my favorite. Are you a boss, friend? I don't remember. Maybe there's this boss, too, if he is a boss. Yeah, he's gonna summon a Rev right now. Which sucks donkey, but... Okay, maybe he's not a boss. If he's not a boss, I'm not gonna worry about him. Straight up. So we'll save and quit to reset aggro on the Revenant, because Revenants suck. I could have sworn that dude was a boss, but... maybe not. Let me check my sheet real quick, because I could have sworn he's in there. He is... Oh, is that where the discrepancy is? Yeah, okay, that makes sense, boys. Alright. Awesome. That is the discrepancy, dudes. So... I was saying earlier that the Jagged Peak duo doesn't count, but the reason why is that Tibia is counted here, but Dragon Duo isn't. So I actually am at 197 bosses. Poggers. Poggers, dudes. Honestly, we're already so close to the Deathrite bird. Maybe we should just kill him first. This Deathrite's kind of annoying, but it's not, like, a huge deal. He does have ads with him, but it's not the worst thing ever to kill them. In fact, you could kill them and then save quit and then fight the Deathrite bird without the ads. That's probably the best thing you could do. I forget if this one spawns in day or not. Sometimes they do. There's also a scatter tree out here, but I don't really care enough to deal with that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill all the birds here. If Deathrite spawns, we just save quit, honestly. There we go. You see, we killed one, save quit. That dude will not respawn, at least he shouldn't. And then Deathrite will reset his spawning animation. So, nice and simple. That might be the only one we need to kill, though, because... Actually, no, we need to kill this one, too. Alright. Do a save quit again, because Deathrite spawned, and we'll kill this bird. We want to clear out an area so we can safely fight the Deathrite bird without having to fight ads, too, which is misery. So... Come over here, Chud. Okay, there's this bird too. Come down here. There we go, okay. I think we can pull him back and not have to fight anymore. Could be wrong, though. We don't have our Flask of Physique, but honestly, like, it doesn't really matter too much. We did not aggro him? That's kind of funny. Where did we not aggro him? There we go. Get over here, Deathrite bird. Good, good, good. We want him to do that attack. Whoa, whoa. Holy spasm. Okay. My camera had an aneurysm there. Holy, I gotta take it to the friggin' ER after that. Crazy. Alright, let's try it here. I'm gonna count this as a no damage from now on. If we do get it, which we probably won't. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the Giga delayed attack. Ow, ow. Oh, he's hyper aggro too. Okay. That explains a lot. Holy, okay, save quit, save quit, save quit, save quit, save quit, bail out, 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 bail out. Holy, dude. That right there was dog vomit RNG, dudes. Let's try that again. Holy, that was so bad. My luck is garbage. For him to hyper aggro immediately is crazy. Let's go Say the Grace and try again. Luckily, prevent the death there, but... Ooh-wee! That was some stinky RNG right there. Really bad. Really, 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 really bad RNG. I cannot overstate that enough. Try to kill these guys again. Kill all the ads beforehand, including this one. Oh, that was a very, very early spawn for him. Alright, come over here, Chud. At least I get my Flask of Zig bag, which is pretty dope. Poggers. No golden vow for now. He point blank to that? That's kind of crazy. Oh, roll pierce. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Oh, roll pierce again. Hold on, is my dodge button working? Which test? Yep. Okay. Weird. I don't know why he's roll piercing. That's gonna hurt. Oop. Ouch. Oh wow, a stagger. That's surprising. Well, that's a GG then. Sacred Order wore off, but should be fine. Oh my gosh, just die, you freaking autistic bird. Yeesh, there we go. That was really bad RNG. Holy. I don't know why he roll pierced on his downward slam. That's super weird. Roll pierce is when iframes are ignored. Some attacks have roll pierce, like Moog's what is it called? The Blood Flame Ritual has that. And Artorias in Night Rain has a move that roll pierces. But the Deathray Bird should not, so that's a little bit weird. I don't know, dudes. That's super strange. But died nonetheless. So that's what's up. Now the next boss in this zone is like super hilarious, so I'll go unlock the Grace for him, but I'm not gonna fight him yet because I really want to kill that freaking Ghostflame Dragon. I think it is over here, boys. Yeah, it is. The Lamenter is in here, and this guy is super strange. I might actually die to him, which would be funny. In fact, I'm gonna refresh, like, on his abilities before I fight him, because in my first playthrough ever, I did try to turtle him out, and then he just killed me instantly. So I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen this time. But now we gotta go all the way back. We'll come back for this dude right after Ghostflame is dead, so I have to stop, I can stop switching up my freaking build. Because all the undead enemies will be done for after this chud. Okay. Boom, boom. I'm really dreading fighting this Ghostflame Dragon, actually. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, dudes. So now there should be a way to drop down around here. Yeah, I believe it's like right here where we can do it. Yep. Boom, Cerulean Coast. This is the faster way to Cerulean Coast if you can afford to kill Ancient Dragon Man. Normally in my runs I can't, but this time I can, so I think that's a little too far. I'm very wary of fall damage, so don't want to cause any problems with that, of course. There we go. While we're here, we can go ring the other bell for Metyr, but we'll do that after Ghostflame's dead. I think at that point we'll kill Lamenter, and then we'll go back and kill Metyr and Ymir. And that'll take care of a lot of bosses for us. No problemo, dudes. Another scatter tree, by the way. Boom. There is a scatter tree that I get behind a cave. Actually, we do need to go get that anyways, because there's a boss over there. So, I was going to say I'm going to skip that, but it's literally on the way to a boss, so no reason not to, I suppose. Alright, the Ghostflame, I think, is like right up ahead. I don't remember exactly, though. I'm gonna test that before I pre-buff. Where you at, Ghostflame? You see I auto-saved right there? That's always a dead giveaway. There's about to be a boss spawn. But where? Where in this room does he spawn? I should say room, but, you know. Technically, it's a room. Where you at, Ghostflame? He spawns right there. Did he aggro, or did he not? He did not aggro. Okay. So, you gotta keep on top of the ads and reposition in the entire room if you need to. Besides that, it's just a normal Ghostflame Dragon, which is, you know, definitely annoying, but doable. For sure. See if I can sneak up on him. I don't think I can, though. It would be awesome, though, if I could. No, you cannot, okay. Yell, yell, Chud, yell. There we go. Maybe I could stagger him before he summons ads. That'd be pretty boggers. No, I think he's gonna summon ads like right now. Might do flame though. Oh, great. Wait, that has like no range, that's right. Let me reapply Sacred Order. He should summon ads soon. Yeah, there we go, okay. So now we gotta be real careful. Because the ads will interfere mightily with our strategy. You see Sacred Order murders him pretty good though. I would recommend just getting on Torrent and getting far away. Remember, if Ghostflame despawns, he'll still have his HP, and then he can just kill all the ads, so. You see the melee ones are running towards us right now, making them easy pickings. Again, they don't revive because we have Sacred Order on. Thank Frick for that, by the way. I'm going to use Golden Vow and then reapply Sacred Order again. But yeah, we gotta be two-handing it because of our low strength. Here we go, another melee chud. Now you see he's repositioning, so I'm gonna kill these chuds. And I think that's all the ads for now. I'm gonna just keep reapplying Sacred Order. He should summon them again at some point, but shouldn't be that big of a problem. Just do the same thing over and over again. It's just really annoying, that's all. Oh, Roll Pierce. Weird. I don't know why they gave these enemies Roll Pierce. That's a little bit weird. Did not know that. I thought that reached behind him. It does not. Reapply Sacred Order. I hate fighting on a hill like this. Let's try to like go to flat ground. Come on, Chud. Okay, you're just gonna stall? Alright. Fine by me. Fine by me. Wow, that missed, totally. Come on, Shud. Slow and steady wins the race. Boom, GG. You know what? While I'm here, I'll just go take care of the other boss that's here. So why not? Also, I'm getting shot by this random Chud. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But luckily, to the exasperation of all, that is the last undead enemy that we have to deal with. Unless you can't Putrescent, which I don't even know if he's technically undead or not, but he is way easier than that dragon, which is kind of funny. After this next boss, will also be at the big 200 mark. Frick yeah, dudes. Very nice. Let's get our build normalized. Boo. We had this on. We had Rolana's on. Dragon Crest. What was our other talisman? Oh, yes. Sacred Scorpion. Not Sacred, but Magic Scorpion Charm. Poggers, Moonveil, where you at? Where art thou, Moonveil? There we go. And we are indeed at medium load, and our flask is still good, right? Yep, Poggers. The good news is that most of the bosses from here on out are not going to be, like, super obnoxious, but the bad news is I am under-practiced on a few of these guys, like the Lamenter I was talking about before, so. We're going to kill this Chud, go kill Lamenter, and then we're going to do the Bell stuff so we can kill Metyr and Ymir. That would be the most logical course of action, boys. Also, I didn't update the counter. Sorry, dudes. Let me make sure. Yeah, it should be at 99 right now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Boom. So indeed, next boss, big 200, boys. Frick yeah. The next boss is thankfully not too annoying, although there's a bunch of ads again. However, it's an outdoor boss, so that's not really a huge deal. You have a lot of space to work with. There is a Demi-Human Swordsmaster. You can skip him by hugging the left wall, but even if you somehow aggro him, just run past and save quit. So, very easy. I'll probably aggro him here because of that, but that's okay. It appears like I did not, which is pretty dope. Now, in this cave is an enemy, but also a scatter tree, so definitely go grab that. You can just run around him here. He did his worst combo, of course. Hug the right to avoid those lightning orbs, and then we are at the last Demi-Human Queen of the run. For some reason, there's one in the DLC. But not hard. There are a lot of annoying ads nearby, but still not that hard. Just kill the ads and then kill her. I don't really have much to say, honestly. These guys are the worst, for sure. These hunchback chuds. Boom. Kill as many as you can before aggroing the boss. Holy, no range. we go. There's a couple that you're just gonna have to deal with, but not that hard. It's Golden Bow again. They have way too many flasks for this, so I'm just gonna flask up right now. I don't remember if you can also kill all these ads and then reset, but I'm not gonna really science it because it's not really worth it. There we go. That's funny, she didn't phase. Keck. Very oddly placed, honestly. Kind of anticlimactic for the 200th boss, but that's what's up, dudes. Boom. You get a kind of cool sword, though, Starline Sword. Alright, where's the Lamenter's jail? There it is. The next fight is going to be the Lamenter, but let me be right back because I need to go to the restroom again, actually. Kind of funny. But before I do that, let's review Lamenter real quick, because... yeah, I don't want to die instantly, dude. He literally has an attack that kills you no matter how much HP you have. I think if you take too long. I do not remember, but I'm going to study up, because... yeah, you gotta kill a bunch of clones. If he starts that attack, I'll just, like, save quit, I guess, but... yeah, just an annoying gimmick fight. Alright, be right back, boys. Alright. We are back. So this is one of the last dungeons in the entire game. I don't remember how to get through it, so we're gonna do that together, boys. We're gonna figure it out together. Okay, this is locked. Okay, that means... yeah, secondary path here. Actually, this is the jail with... the perfume bottle, right? The frost one. Wow, that hitbox on the grab. Let's kill this autistic retard. Boom. Nice. This is the jail with the perfume bottle, right? So I've actually been here before, if that's the case. Huh. Definitely ran out from something. Oh, just another jar. Innards. Who cares about that? Wow, quick attack. They're trying to soften me up for the Lamenter, dude. Oh, look, a prattling fate. That's what's up. I thought the way through was through that side room that I got grabbed in, but... maybe there was another one that I missed? I remember this exact same thing happening in the perfume run, too. Super fun. Oh, no, it's here, it's here. Okay. Or at least it should be, right? Yeah, there we go. Boom. We can grab the perfume bottle for funsies, but honestly, I just want to get out. Definitely recommend the frozen perfume ball, though. It was one of the most fun runs I ever had. Almost deathless, too. We died on the stupid freaking NPC underneath Metyr, of all things, because we got really bad RNG, and we were dash attacking when we shouldn't have. I might redo that run, though, and get an easy deathless, though. Because, believe it or not, they're actually really good weapons. It's kind of dumb, honestly. Because they have a bad rap for being, like, really bad, but they're not. They're actually good. I think we have to go underneath, actually. If I'm not mistaken, but maybe it's over here. Oh no, we're good. I mean, we're just vibing right now, moving around the map. While the camera spazzes out. Okay. Might be over there, might be up here. Who knows? Who knows, boys? Well, that is super, super annoying. You can't dodge, then you just get hit. Shadow of the Urge redesign. Woo! It's so good, right? Okay. There is a down path here. We can go take a look. Hopefully it's down here, because I don't want to deal with the friggin' jar innards up there anymore. There's a million rats, that's for darn sure. Cool, cool, cool. Big rat. Okay. This is locked, right? Holy, that hitbox. Crazy. You know it's bad when Dark Souls 2 has better hitboxes at times. I don't think this ladder is the right way to go, but we could try it. It might just lead us back to that big room. Yeah, it just leads us back here. Oh boy, another confusing jail. If I spend more than like 2 more minutes on here, I'll go get my flask back. Because I'm just getting softened for Lamenter. I don't need to be. Okay, we drop down here. Let's try over here. This ain't the way, it appears. Okay. Cool. So it might be in here. Literally the last place I looked. If I remember right, the Lamenter does not have much HP, so we should be fine with even 6 HP flasks, but I'm not actually sure, so. It's been a hot minute, boys. Alright, where's the way out of here, actually? Yeah, I don't want to disturb the jars. If I can help it. Oh, it's up there, okay. Augers. Excuse me, coming through. I'm not gonna kill any more of Alexander's brethren. Was this the way back? The frick? Is there just one way in here? That doesn't seem right. Let's save quit to reset the jars. Let me look up how to get through this dungeon, because I don't want to waste 100 million hours doing this stupid maze. Let's see. Oh, there is a chest in here that gives you the key. Okay. So we do have to loot the chest, which means you do have to kill at least a couple of the big jars. Maybe just one if we're lucky, but I think we gotta kill this guy for safety. Boom. Okay, it should be this chest, right? Boom. Jail lower key. I think that is used in the big room with all the jar innards. So we can go kill those chuds. Very nice. Poggers, poggers. Actually, we gotta go back up here now because we dropped it down. Very nice. Is it here? No, it's not there. Alright, to make exploration easier, I'm probably just gonna kill all these guys. Come down here, Chud. Are you just gonna perch up there? Cool, dude. What a boss. So close to finishing? Yes, Gary. We're gonna finish in like an hour, probably. Have to get through this dumb maze first. There we go. Okay, it's not there. Oh, maybe it's down there, actually. I don't know. We're gonna be woefully low on resources for the Lamenter, but I'm banking on him having, like, no HP, so... I hope that's the case. If not, at least all the doors are unlocked, so we can come back if we need to, but... yeah. That'd be kind of sad. Alright, let's explore around. Not there. Actually, let me just look at where the freaking door is, so I'm done with this. There's an illusory wall. Oh my goodness, dude, of course there is. Keck. Hold on, dudes. Cells. Yeah, you have to fall through the floor again. You have to actually double back. That's funny. That is funny, boys. Okay. So you come down here, and there's an illusory wall somewhere. I think it's actually... I know where it is. It's gonna be in that room that I thought was empty. I'm pretty sure. Luckily, this is the last dungeon in the game, besides... Yeah, there it is. I think there's, like, a cave, but then everything else is standard fare, luckily. There's Lamenting Visage, Poggers. Okay, do we jump down there? Or this is just the other side of that thing, right? Let's see. I gotta do a run with Lamenting Visage at some point. That'd be pretty poggers. Boom, boom, boom. Head out the room by following the path going north. Learn, keep exploring the area. Holy cow, this place is so confusing. This place is actually extremely confusing. I'm gonna have to route this out at some point. Make your way back to the frozen room by following the path and head to the northernmost room filled with jar. Oh, yes! I know where that is. I do know where that is. You know what? For causing so much headache, I'm gonna go get my freaking flask back, because now I know where to go. I'll open the door first as well. It's this room right here. That door right there is where we need to go. Boom. For causing me all this headache, though, I'm gonna go get my full flask bag, just so I can dominate the Lamenter if I need to. Spogger, and then we'll kill him. We'll kill him like the dirty dog he is. Okay. Come all the way back up here. Sit down. We can just run past all the jar shards now, so... Yo, what's that emote? That's a pretty cool dog, dude. Hey, friends. That's what's up. What happened to Franker Z? That was the OG. Way back in the day. Okay. We can just run past all the jar innards now, all the nasty friggin' meat clumps. Unavoidable damage, isn't that boggers, dudes? That's so sick. Oh, look, they can't fit through the door. Oh, they're too big. Aww. Okay, here's the Lamenter boss. The gimmick with this dude is he summons clones. Oh, they do still have Franker Z. That's what's up. Chef Frank? That's new. Dang. So the gimmick with this guy, he summons clones. If you don't kill them all in time, he instantly kills you. If you have 9 million HP, he will kill you in one hit. That is the gimmick. So... I gotta kill the clones while dealing with him. If I get one shot, then it is what it is. I'm gonna try to make sure it doesn't happen, though. Where you at, Chud? Kill the clones, kill the clones. Well, you gotta find them, right? It's like super annoying. All the while, he's hitting you. Isn't that fun? There's the real one. Alright, you see we have one orb. If we get 7, we die, so... I'm just wail on him. Alright. We gotta kill the clones quick, dude. Show thyself. Just take the damage. Oh, that's the real one. Well, that's bad RNG. I found the real one immediately. You see, he doesn't do a lot of damage. That's the saving grace. That's the only thing preventing this fight from being absolutely terrible. Otherwise, it'd be a really annoying gimmick that sucks. As it stands, it's not too bad. Boom, GG. Because if they all did like boss levels of damage, they would just gang up on you and kill you instantly, so... I can't really complain about a fight like that. Bonus points for creativity, I suppose. Boom! 201. The next 2 bosses are coupled together, so we'll go ahead and take care of those. Actually, let's do the other boss first. There's one other boss that I'm under practice on. Everybody else, I am super practice on, okay? So we may as well get her taken care of right now. I don't remember where she is. I think she's like around here though. So we'll just take care of that and then we'll move on to familiar territory. The last 5 bosses I'm basically fully practice on. That would be, well, not Ymir, I guess, but he's easy. Metyr, Ymir, Radahn, Putrescent. Actually, it'd be 6 bosses. Who's the other chuds? I think they're easy, whoever they are, because otherwise they would stick out in my mind, but... We'll see. We'll reevaluate once this chud's dead. There's a cemetery shade. For the love of everything, don't aggro, unless you like dying. The cemetery shade in the DLC is one of those that probably would kill me a lot if it was a boss, but luckily it isn't, just like the lobsters. Okay, it's down here, right? Yeah, boom, right on the money, boys. Right on the frickin' money. Okay. Now, one path will lead to this ghosty girl that we gotta kill. The other will lead to nothing. So I think this is the right way, though. Oh no, it's my nemesis. Quick! Okay. I kid you not, if I stayed and fought that lobster, it would kill me. I guarantee you it would kill me. Luckily, it's not a boss, though, so... We are getting out. We're getting out while we can, dudes. The lobsters are so strong in this game. I don't know why. It's so funny. Alright, we should be on the island now, right? Oh, we went... Oh, we're in this spot. Okay, yeah, we are on the island. Good. The crab is also pretty dangerous, but not as dangerous as the lobster. You just come up here. I guess we gotta go around. That's annoying. Okay, we'll go around. They do have a projectile attack, so you gotta be careful. Cool. Alright, we survived. We survived the hostile sea life, dudes. Which is one of the hardest parts of the game for some reason. This is the Dancer of Ranah, I think her name is. She is an NPC, and I have no idea what her abilities are. So, we'll find out. We'll find out together. Keck. Also, I didn't update the counter. Sorry, boys. It's supposed to be 201 right now. We'll do that after. Well, I think I remember. She has an annoying close range attack, right? I think so. Oh, that has a very, very fast animation. Holy. You can beat it still? Heal, Chud. Heal. Yeah, there we go. GG. Poggers. So the counter should be 201 right now, or 202 actually. Sorry about that. Boom, 201 for Lamenter. Let's let it sit for a few seconds. And boom, 202 for Dancer of Ranah. Very nice. I'm gonna make sure that's accurate too right now. Hold on, dudes. Yeah, that is accurate, Poggers. Alright, who do we have left, actually? Who are the two that or I guess just one that I'm missing? We have Radahn. And then obviously Metyr and Ymir, right? Putrescent, that's 4. Who's left? Somebody's left, dudes. Who is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, is my counter off right now? Oh, you know what? Oh, hold on, it might be off. Hold on, I gotta do some manual counting, boys. 1 second. 1 second, boys. My counter might be off. I might be misrepresenting this. Let's see. We got 7 here that are done. 11 are done, so that's 18 there. 19, 20, 23, 26, 30, 31, 35, 37. No, that should be everybody. That's weird, dudes. Huh. I'm gonna procrastinate on that while I think about that for a second. Let's start the other bosses. Somebody is, like, not being counted, and I don't know why that is. So... when it's time to fight Radahn, I'll revisit that and see. But let's move on. We're gonna fight Metyr and Ymir now. So... In order to unlock them, I need to go to this location to the east. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, Ymir is an optional boss. I don't remember if he can despawn or not. If he does despawn because I did something in the wrong order, I'll just, I have my backup save, so I'll just reload that at the end and kill him, and that'll be all 207, but hopefully that is not the case. He should be there. He should be there and ready to be fought. So... we're almost out of Blueville as well. Thank frick for that. So there is a bell I need to ring in the finger area, which will not take too long, only about a minute of travel from here. It's all the way down there where all those fingers are sticking out. Luckily, this is the easier finger bell to ring compared to the other one. You basically, it's just a straight shot, essentially. Just follow the wall, then turn left at the end, and you're good. No annoying, like, dodging projectiles or grabs. You just follow the route, and you're good to go. Jump down right here. Hug the right wall, which bypasses all the annoying projectile chuds in the middle. You don't want to fight those, believe me. You go right past this finger here that's super close to the wall. And right here, you turn left, okay? Come this way to dodge the other fingers. And that's it. Right here, you ring the bell and you're good to go. I've rung the other bell like I said before, so we can go fight Metyr and then Ymir. Boom. Now I'm going to let him yap in his dialogue while I continue to investigate this spreadsheet nonsense, because something's not adding up, boys. Something is not adding up.
Twice a star addressed to show on the contract now.
Do this, yep. Now, boom. Okay. Yeah, we know the two that are missing in Sky to Altus. We know who's missing a near limb. That's 3. And obviously Cerulean Coast is Putrescent, so...
The answer, sadly, is clear. There never was any hope.
Weird, dudes.
Of them defective.
So weird. What is the... what am I missing?
Marigga herself, and the fingers that guided her. And this is what troubles me. No matter our efforts.
Here, I'll be very meticulous with it. Okay, he's done with his first yap. We still have 2 more, so we're good, dudes. Keep yapping, brother. Okay. So Graveside Plane has 7, right? Yes. Sky to Altus says, wait, why does it say... oh yeah, 13, yeah, that's actually correct, okay. What about Raw Base? Should have 2 and Cerulean 4. Yeah. Charo's Hidden Grave and Jagged Peak would be 3, 4. According to the sheet. 1 more yet.
Do you recall what I said? That Marigga and the fingers that...
Abyssals? Okay, so it's 1, 4, 2, 1.
Well, the truth...
something is not adding up, and it's kind of bothering me.
Is their mother, who is damaged and unhinged. The fingers are but unripe children. Victims in their own right. We all need a mother, do we not? A new mother. A true mother who will not give birth to further malady.
Somebody's missing, dude. It's just bothering me.
Oh, is he?
Golly. I guess I'll have to, like, name off everybody before we fight Radahn later on. But it does indeed count correctly, so super weird, dudes. There are indeed 165 bosses in the base game, and then there are 37 supposedly that we've killed so far, leaving 5. However, my spreadsheet only shows 4 entries missing, so it's kind of like that freaking Twilight Town steps thing in the Beanie Cage too. It's like it's just not adding up, boys. It is not adding up. But anyways, we come down here, we go kill, what's-her-face. This is the girl that was my only death in the perfume bottle run, of course. I always have the weirdest, most random deaths. She might dead zone me here, actually. No, she did not, okay. Boom. Easy peasy. Right up there is Metyr. We're gonna go back and get our flask back now that she's dead. It's a bit try-hard, I know, but... Dude, I want to get down to figure this out, dudes. I really do. I really do, boys. Hold on. 18, 20, 23, 26, 30, 31, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, what? That's 38, 39... 40, 41. Who is missing? Who is missing, dudes? It bothers me so much. Holy frick. 2, 3. You know what? We'll deal with that when Radahn's over. Or not when he's over, but... Because that'd be anticlimactic, right? Killing Radahn, then you have to go kill somebody else. Right before Radahn, we'll take inventory, okay? For now, let's go kill Metyr. So, Metyr used to be a really annoying boss, but since I trained on him a bunch, he's still really annoying, but at least he's doable. Or I guess she is the mother, but... She's still really doable. The worst part about her is that she has extremely fast recovery speed on all of her attacks, to the point where R'Lana's, honestly, is kind of a throw, so I should just put on something else, straight up. Since I don't really have a whole lot that's great, I'll just do Erdtree's favor. Honestly. It's so bad, but... Actually, there are a... Do I try hard? The try hard is to go R'Lana's. Because there's like 2 openings to hit her with it. I guess that's the try hard thing to do, huh? There are a couple where you can use it. We'll see when we get there, though. But yeah, this fight still sucks, but it's way less burdensome than it used to be. Where I would use up all my flasks every time. Hopefully I won't do that this time, but it shouldn't happen. I'm gonna be really silent though, because I gotta concentrate on this chud. Here's one where you use R'Lana's. Boom. Now, very fast recovery on the grabs, just immediately crit her, don't dilly-dally. Now, you will get hit here, so I'm just going to get hit intentionally so I can do more damage. Stay down, roll now. We might be able to ult skip, but probably not. Boom, GG. Okay. We actually did old scale, that's pretty poggers. Good old Moonveil, dudes. Good old Moonveil. That's a little bit of skill, but mostly Moonveil there, dudes. Alright, back to Skydoaltis. Metyr's dead. Now, Ymir should be fightable. Let me update my counter as well. I think you have to do an invasion with his bodyguard first, though. So come on, Shud, where are you?
You would abscond with it.
Yeah, there we go.
The whole of Count
Well, she attacks immediately. That's crazy. Undeserving miscreant.
To the Knight of Radahn.
I don't know what. Oh shit, that's freaking wing stance she's about to do. I was like, what's she doing?
My dear star.
Boom.
A fine mother.
Now Ymir should spawn.
You will be.
My shining star, grant me a mother's strength. Look here at my fingers. I will be the true mother, and I will be the only mother.
Ew. Look at him summoning ads. Okay, he just stood still the whole time, Keck.
Truly, I desired to be your mother.
Gross, dude. Okay, now Ymir's dead. Augers. You see, you can just bully him as he spams ads. So, not hard at all. Nice little no damage there. And that is 204, allegedly. I don't know why I did. Really weird, but anyways. Next up is Putrescent Knight. So, Putrescent is not too bad. Honestly, it's one of my favorite fights in the entire DLC. So, always looking forward to fighting Putrescent. We have another Scoutry level as well, 17, Poggers. 38 is the FP cap for Mind, in case you don't know. Honestly, I'm a bit overcapped because I have Godric's rune, but that's okay. Without any runes or anything, 38's the cap because your max FP flash, your plus 12 flash resource, I think it's 220 FP, so... There we go, we're capped. The rest of my levels are going to be spent on upping dexterity to improve auto attack damage, even though honestly that's going to be very rare. I will be auto attacking a bit in the NPC fights and in Radahn though, so it helps a little bit, I guess. Also Putrescent, because there's some jump attack opportunities. So it does help a little bit. Not like a lot, though, with Moonveil, though, obviously. If you want to just power up into 99 to min-max Transient Moonlight, that's totally fine as well. After I kill Putrescent, I am going to take inventory of everybody to make sure we... got everyone, because something is not counting correctly, boys. Something is not counting correctly. I don't know why that is. It might take me like 10 minutes, by the way, but I want to be thorough. Don't worry, we will kill Radahn, and it will be time-stamped in the description, as always, on the YouTube side. So getting to Putrescent is honestly more annoying and difficult than the Putrescent fight itself. I really wish you could just warp to all these guys. That'd be pretty poggers, but alas, you cannot. If only they had the remembrance system from Sekiro in this game where you could refight them. That would make it much easier, dudes. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, as with the rest of these places, I'm gonna take it slow, or not like super slow, but safe and kill most of the dudes in my way, just because they can clip you and cause problems, so yeah. There we go, he didn't quick attack for once, holy cow, it's a miracle, dudes. He also didn't quick attack me. Wow. Good RNG for once on trash mobs? That's impossible. Boom, boom, boom. Let me check something real quick. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So I'm still looking at the spreadsheet stuff. I know I should, but I don't want to like upload this run and then I actually, oh, you missed one boss. So you have to take down the video and then edit in the last fight. I don't want that to happen, so yeah. Also, sometimes this bird is facing the wrong direction. I don't know why. If anyone can tell me why that is, that'd be appreciated. But we're gonna save quit now. Reset the other bird's aggro, and then we'll proceed onwards. They all aggro, that's crazy. They're not guaranteed to aggro, but they both did. Make sure you kill these unless you like dying. They also, as you could expect from this DLC, have glitchy hitboxes, so. Okay, that one's attacking, but really doesn't matter. Boom. Here we go. One more of those and we're good. Gotta watch out because these guys can attack you though. I don't know what causes it, honestly. Oh, he's attacking. Cool. If they attack, just take hits and kill them. Nothing much more to say. Play this guy real safe. Boom. Easy breezy. Take a hit here, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. I thought for sure I was going to get hit by that right one. Okie doke. Now, it's recommended to kill these skeletons or reset them. I think I'll just reset them because I just don't want to deal with it. You can kill nothing and run past the ghost dude up here, but really sketchy because if you're jumping across the chasm and he hits you, you die every time, so not recommended. I will instead reset so the skeletons don't follow me. It's okay if the slimes do because who cares about them. And we're gonna kill this guy. He does use golden order or whatever. Oh, he armored me. Boom. Easy peasy. Alright, now it's time for Putrescent. So the thing with Putrescent Knight is he has a lot of hidden jump attack opportunities that you could greatly exploit. He, in general, is a jump fight where you gotta jump over a lot of flames. If you understand that, he's generally not a challenge to a lot of people from what I can tell. The problem is just identifying that, because it's a little weird to dodge roll through the flame, so it's a lot better to just jump over it. So, yeah. Not much more to say beyond just observe the fight and understand his patterns like every other boss. Also, when he does the Ring of Fire, unlock your camera and look outwards. Yeah. Sometimes you stun lock him into this combo and over again, but actually that's what's happening right now, Keck. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Now he's gonna face. Cool. Phase, Chud. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. Weird. You want to phase, dude? There we go. There we go. A little bit delayed, but that's alright. Nice. There we go. This is the one where you hit him a few times and unlock your camera, move behind. For some reason, the fire glitched and went early. That is a known issue with this fight, but that's okay. Basically a no-hit if you don't count like actual glitched mechanics. There we go. So I'll count it as such. Nice little no-hit there. Okay. Feels good to no-hit that guy. Alright, so here's the problem, dudes. Before I proceed onwards, we need to get to the bottom of this, like, mystery with the spreadsheet. So before that, update the counter for Putrescent, 205. Now you see somebody's missing in here. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking over my sheet and making sure, because it's not 100% done. Remember, I got this sheet online. I fixed it up as best I can, but it was so mangled that it's still a little bit cooked. So I'm going to make sure everything's good here. Yeah, there's indeed 7 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. 2 there, 4 there, 3 there, 4 there. 1 there. 4 there. 2 there. 1 there. Does this add up to 42? This better add up to 42, dudes. If it adds up to 41, then I think I know why that is, but let me check. Yeah, that's 20, 22, 26, 29, 33, 34, 38, 40... 41. Okay, I think I know what the issue is, and I think the counter needs to be incremented, because I think the sheet originally counted the Tree Sentinel duo as 2 fights, but I count it as 1. I think that's what's happening here, boys. I think that's what's happening. But I will be... Actually, I can just check on the wiki as well. Let me check real quick, dudes. Yeah, base game has 41. That's a little bit weird, but just making sure. It's kind of like an open like discussion whether it's 207 or 206 because of the Tree Sentinel fight. For now, I'll just say there's 207. And we did kill the Tree Sentinel duo, so that counts as 2. Therefore, the counter's at 206, I believe. I believe that is the case, dudes. Some say 41, some say 42 for that reason, but I'm gonna call that done and dusted. If I find something else, though, then you'll see an edit to this video. I'll insert it right here where I go and kill whatever boss I miss. But I'm pretty sure it's just like a counting ambiguity with Tree Sentinel duo. So I'll still say there's 207 bosses, but honestly in the future, if I do more all boss runs, I'm just gonna say there's 206. Because I don't think the Tree Sentinel duo should be considered 2 separate bosses, since you don't get a reward in between killing them. You have to kill both, but could be wrong. Anyways, with all that in mind, all that's left is a couple annoying trash fights, the NPC battle, and then Radahn. Then we're done, boys. Ironically enough, Radahn hopefully should not be that big of an issue because we're well practiced on him, but, you know. You really never know, dudes. You really never freaking know. So you definitely want to go kill this Divine Beast warrior here. What the frig, that hit me? Hold on, hold on, hold on. He's doing some shenanigans right now. How'd that hit me outside the hitbox? Weird, right? Boom, there we go. Here's the most RNG part of the run, these stupid dudes on the stairs. Let's see our RNG now. That was pretty bad. But luckily, we just barely escaped. Killed that chud. Oh my goodness, the wombo. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. There's just a couple birds left, and that's the last trash mobs we gotta fight, dudes. Heck yeah. We might be able to get another Scattletry level as well. We might be 1 short, though. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna be 1 short. So we're gonna end at 17, which is pretty high, obviously. Out of 20, that's pretty good. Can you sneak past this guy? No, you cannot. They are hard programmed to see you. That's good game design, apparently. News to me. There we go. Now, you can sneak past this one. You gotta be real careful, though. You gotta crouch really early, like right here. Oh, even that didn't work. Check. He's really jittery, so he sees you from like twice as far from behind as other enemies. I don't know why. I guess that they hardcode that in just to be annoying, like they did with 80% of the trash mobs in this game. In the DLC, at least. Okay, and that's it for trash mobs. All I gotta do now is get past this Divine Beast, which is very easy. Come over here. Boom. You dodged most of the Frost Stomp. Now he's yesterday's news. You could dodge these two Inquisitors here. And there is one more Divine Beast up here. So this guy, you just let him do his tornado attack. That he does like a million miles away for some reason. I don't know why. Check. And then, see what he does here? He did his worst move. That's okay, just run back. You could dodge roll it too, but that's more effort. There we go. And we're done. All we have now is the NPC battle and Radahn, so. NPC battle is going to be a little weird. In fact, I'm going to have to think about it a little bit. I think we're going to have to use Erdtree's Favor to ensure that we are not fat rolling. Actually, do we have our... I don't remember if we have our Great Rune or not, actually. You know what I can do, though? I could look at my old VOD and see. From literally yesterday. Keck. Hold on, dudes. These are things I should know, but... there's way too much other stuff I gotta know. Yeah, you don't have Great Rune, because it's Invasion. Okay. Poggers. So that means we're going to, instead of Ralanas, which you can't reliably use on NPCs anyway. Actually, no, instead of Magic Scorpion Charm, so we don't take big damage. We're going to use Erdtree's Favor, which hopefully will mean I don't fat roll. If I still am, I could try Arsenal Charm instead. So, besides that, honestly, it's going to be kind of hard to land Transient Moonlight, but not impossible. So I think I'm going to hitch my wagon to that still. And we're going to use Dragon Crest, Ralanas Cameo, Shard of Alexander. Okay, NPC battle, which is not a boss fight technically, but it is mandatory.
It was never kindly Miquella, was it? The Erdtree was leading you all along.
Yeah, keep yapping, Letta.
Might ascend to lordship.
Keep yapping, my dude.
I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Erdtree desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords. Such that one would prevail. So be it.
This is going to be interesting, because I don't know how this is going to go with Moonveil. I think it's going to go fine, but they tend to be very roll spammy and can get out of Transit Moonlight a lot. However, Dane gets animation locked, so I might be able to just blow through him real quick. Okay.
Don't you dare approach Miquella.
So the goal, as always, is to kill Dane as quickly as you can. We're not going to be able to kill him before Letta in this run, I don't think, but we can get big damage on him. There we go. Now let's just spam on him. Where's Letta? Where's Letta? We gotta watch her. There we go. Cool. It's gonna be risky. Oh, she did not attack. That was a throw. She could have attacked me there. We gotta wait till they separate now before we attack again. Attacking them at the same time is suicidal, so... Oh. Yeah, that has infinite poise break, that's right. There we go. Heal up.
By way of apology, I will reveal the marrow of my sword. Its needles that will stitch you.
We got to wait for them to separate. Also, I got an FP flask at some point. Maybe like right now, actually. Dane, do something. Stunlock, please. Stunlock, Dane? Okay. Actually hit you then. There you go. Okay, there we go. Good, good, good. So far, so good. Once the Dane is dead, this gets way easier. There we go. Nice. Leda can get massacred pretty quick. That's gonna hurt a lot. Ow! Oh, it didn't hurt that much, actually. That Ash War is a dumb property where it still goes off even if you interrupt it. I don't know why they did that. Or designed that as a smooth brain. For sure. Alright, we need more FP. Yeesh, maybe I should do a freaking Moonveil run next. This thing is freaking cracked, dude. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy, dudes. Let me check one more thing, though, boys. So, before we fight good old Radussi, 20, 22, 26, 29, 34, no, 33, 34, 38. 30. Yeah. I do indeed think the missing number was not counting the Tree Sentinel duo as 2 bosses instead counting it as 1. Which I think is the right call, but I'll reevaluate and see, dudes. I'll reevaluate and see. Here's Leda's Corpse, where you can get the Leda's armor. Actually, one of the best armors in the game. It increases, I think, your dash, roll, and backstep attacks by 15%. Pretty nice, dudes, honestly. Or it might just be 10%, but still. That's usually Biss over the Rakshasa for a lot of people. I use that in the Perfume Bottle run because that's a dash attack build, but yeah. Definitely good for Radahn, because in case you don't know how to fight Radahn, it's all about roll attacks, mostly. Not really in this run, because we're using Transient Moonlight, but for non-stance skills, regular melee stuff, roll attacks are typically the way to hit him, so really good. So here's Radahn. Obviously, he's pretty tough, but I'm very well practiced with him, so it shouldn't be that insane. For him, I'm going to run Dragon Crest, Shard of Alexander. You can use Rolan's a couple times, but not a lot. And I guess I'll risk it for the biscuit by going full DPS with the Magic Scorpion Charm, but it's probably going to get me killed. But dying on Promised Consort is no shame, obviously, because, I mean, you know, he's Promised Consort, so. I will do the Golden Vow cheese at the door, though. We'll watch the cutscene, too, for fun. And we're gonna go blast him first try, hopefully. I've been on a tear on this dude recently. Pretty much the only thing that can, like, truly kill me from full HP now is a bad Metyr. If I am smart and keep him in the middle of the room, that should almost never happen. So
Both your deeds will
sometimes I get caught up in the DPS, though, and I try to race him down, and then he does a bad Metyr, and it's cooked, but I'll try to be a little patient this time.
the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return,
So what's up?
so that he may be my consort.
Here we go, dudes. The end of the all bosses run, dudes. I do think this fight is okay post-nerf. I didn't have the DLC when it came out, so I can't say anything about pre-nerf, but post-nerf is alright. Not like super amazing or anything, but it's just very restrictive the way you fight them. You can Rolana's right there. Let's bait out a lion's attack. Oh, he doesn't want to do it, okay. Boom, boom. Can't punish this. That's why. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Rolana's there. Good meteors. This is how you dodge meteors, by the way. Okay, usually. I don't know why it failed there. Okay. It's kind of funny. That has literally never failed before, so I'm not going to change anything. Okay. Good. Lion's Claw. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Obviously, the music's amazing. I wish the battlefield was even, though, and not lumpy, if that makes sense. Sounds a little bit weird of a complaint, I know, but it does make a difference. Oh, that's weird, he didn't follow up there. Oh, he mowed instead. A sign of good luck? That's weird. He's doing things that he's not supposed to be doing, like not continuing his combos. Kind of funny. You see, like he's not continuing, a little bit weird. That's what's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heal up here. Free heal opening if you dodge that. There you go. This is what he's supposed to do every time he stomps. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, delay, and then mash. Sometimes that hits you. I don't know why. Good. Go for an edge here. I don't know why that works, but it does. Heck. That's very weird of him to do there. Boom, boom. One more and we're good. No. Oh, he gave me a freebie. Thank you, Radahn. Excellent. All bosses down. Frick yeah, dudes. Let's mark that off on the spreadsheet. And boom, done, dudes. Frick yeah. So that is very nice. The all bosses run complete. Technically only one death to fall damage in the stupid cave in Mountaintops of the Giants. The only time where a drop down floor leads to your death because they forgot to give you iframes there. Thanks, FromSoft. You're the best. But that is with an asterisk because, again, in the Kaled day, I did die to Valiant Gargoyle, but I lost my save, so I redid that day. And in my redone attempt, I did not die to the Valiant Gargoyles. In fact, I killed him in like 30 seconds. It was pretty much a terrible RNG attempt. So If you want to count that, that would be 2 deaths, and that would be the only boss death I ever died to, but I'm not counting that. I'm just going to say that, though, for full transparency. Officially, only 1 death, 2 fall damage. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed, boys. There were also a couple resets I did early on with, like, Cemetery Shade and Liurnia, where I reset when I got grabbed. If you want to count those as well, that's fine, but yeah. Very good. I'm not going to bother watching the last cutscene. I'm going to skip through it because, honestly, that's the biggest letdown of the DLC, besides the terrible enemy design, is this ending. Because you should have had a freaking CGI, like, extravaganza ending at the end of this. But instead you get a dumb cutscene of Miquella in a chair. Cool, dude. Thanks, and GG. So for this run, I started off with Grafted Blade Greatsword because the skill that gives you 5 all stats is crazy strong early on. Then I switched to Moonveil. Honestly, if you just do Moonveil at the beginning, that's fine, but if you're doing a region-locked run, aka you can't move on till you kill all the bosses in one region, that's not an option, so I would recommend Grafted Blade Greatsword in my humble opinion. Maybe like an Uchi Katana with like Unsheath and stuff like that, too, if you want, but, you know. A lot of good weapons early on. My build, I'm running Omen set just because I wanted to this run. We're going to do Dung Eater's ending in a second, by the way. Dung Eater's the GOAT, Keck. We have Shard of Alexander, Rolanda's Cameo, Magic Scorpion Charm, Dragon Crest, Great Shield, Talisman. That's pretty standard for Moonveil stuff. I'm not going to talk about Moonveil a lot as a build. I'll do a run with it probably soon-ish, but basically, level up Int and spam Transient Moonlight. There you go. Don't worry about the bleed on it. Don't worry about the dexterity scaling at first. Just do Transient Moonlight, level up Int, and it will destroy everything in the entire game except for Ranallah, the witch girl in Hogwarts, but then you just spam R1 and kill her, so not a big deal. Yeah. Very, very nice, dudes. Very, very nice. That is 207 bosses. There is a counting discrepancy, though. I think in the future I'm going to count them as 206 because I changed to the Sentinel duo fight from being counted as 2 to being counted as 1 single duo fight. It's up to you, though. You'll see both on YouTube, for example, 206 or 207. That is 90% where the discrepancy is coming from. But rest assured, we've killed everybody, and if I did somehow miss someone, I will splice that into this video before I killed Radahn. So, I don't think we missed anybody, though, dudes. But I will go back and double-check for sure. Alright, let's do the Dung Eater ending and then sign off, boys. Not in Shadowkeep, Keck. I think there's multiple endings you can do, so let me make sure I pick the right one. I've never done Dung Eater's ending, so I'm really intrigued. I'm going to watch along with you guys. I think it's Mending Rune of the Fell Curse, right? Because that sounds very Dung Eater-esque, but I'm going to look it up. It's been a while since I worked for our homie. Yep, awarded by Dung Eater. So I know it's very similar to the OG ending, but I'm still gonna do it. Boom. Let's watch together, boys. Cinema. Yo, hey, Captain. What's up? On the spark. If Dung Eater ever, like, got control of the Elden Ring, it'd be freaking... That is not good, dudes. That is not good for the world.
The fallen leaves tell a story
There he is. Oh my goodness.
of how a tarnished became Elden Lord.
Ew, look at the sky. It's all messed up.
In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
I'm gonna definitely take a picture of him in the freaking throne if they show that.
Our seed will look back upon us and recall.
Boom.
The refined
Cinema.
class that defined our age. The blessing of despair.
GG, dudes. We don't need to watch the credits. We're good. Not gonna start Journey 2. And boom. That is it, dudes. That is it. Very, very nice. So, all bosses down. 206/207 done out of 206/207, whichever one you want to count as. I think in the future I'll start counting them as 206 for that duo reason, but we'll see. It was a fun run for sure. It took us 2 months to complete this. 8 sessions each of 3 hours. So we could obviously speed it up a lot too, but I was pretty thorough this time because it's my first one. Very, very nice. We will do more all bosses runs in the future, but not immediately. I have some other runs I want to do, some other specialty runs. I think the next specialty run I'm going to do, we're going to start off nice and easy and do like a no flask run or a no like flask upgrade run. I'm not too sure. I was also thinking of a vigor only run, but I might put that on the table for now. But essentially, I'm going to be pausing most of that until I get the Dark Souls 2 video going and I can reset the main channel to like making good content again because it's been a while. I've just been so busy these last 3 months. It's been a whole lot happening. But yes, there will be more specialty runs in the future for sure. So I will be taking a break from scheduled streams for a while, although tomorrow we might be doing some community night stuff with other people. And Sunday at midnight Pacific, we might be doing some games with friends. But as for regularly scheduled streams that start like roughly 8 p.m., 9 p.m., stuff like that, we're going to take a few days off to finish the Dark Souls 2 video finally, so I can move on with my life and do something else. Do some more videos, okay? So, yeah, check out those on the main channel, Alderius X6, or just Alderius for short. And yeah, that'll be it for today. So, thanks for watching, everybody. It was a fun run for sure. And I will see you all next time. Peace.